Hey, welcome. Today, we're going to dive into probably the most fascinating and complex thing in the universe, the 3-pound machine sitting right between your ears. We are talking about your brain. We're going to break down the actual neuroscience of success and give you the tools to unlock its incredible, untapped potential.
So let's just start with the big question, right? The one I think we've all secretly wondered about at some point. Are the brains of billionaires, the top innovators, the peak performers, are they just built differently than ours? Is it all just some kind of genetic lottery ticket they happen to win?
Well, according to neurologist Dr. Sweta Adatia, the answer is a huge, resounding no. The key isn't about having a different brain. It's about rewiring your reality. And that is an incredibly powerful idea because it means that you are in the driver's seat.
Okay, so if we're in control, how do we actually take the wheel? Well, first we've got to understand the two competing systems that are running the show inside your head. Let's think of them as two characters, the anxious scanner versus the calm CEO.
See, on one side, you have your limbic system. This is the ancient, emotional, gut reaction part of your brain. That's your scanner. And on the other side, you've got your prefrontal cortex, the modern, logical, planning part. That's your CEO. And believe me, these two are in a constant tug of war for control over pretty much everything you do. Let's talk about the scanner. Its primary job, its only job really, is to constantly scan your environment for danger. Its default setting is basically fight, flight, fear, or freeze. This is the part of your brain that cooks up all that self-doubt and anxiety, because its only goal is survival. It's designed to keep you alive, not to help you thrive. Now, in the other corner, you've got your CEO brain. This is all about executive function. Its natural state is calm and controlled. This is where your commitment comes from, your ability to make conscious choices, to regulate your emotions. Its goal isn't just survival, it's about growth and planning for the future.
So here's the kicker, and this is pretty shocking. Neuroscience research suggests that most people, and I mean most of us, spend about 80% of their day being run by that reactive, anxious scanner. 80%. We're living in survival mode when we're capable of being in creation mode.
So the big question is, how do we flip that number? How do we get the CEO back into the corner office where it belongs? Well, it all starts with the very first hour of your day. You can literally prime your brain for success with a simple morning upgrade. A really powerful framework that a lot of peak performers use is called the MOVERS method. It's just an acronym for 6 really simple practices: meditation, oxygenation, which is just focused breathing, visualization, exercise, reading, and scribing, which is just a fancy word for journaling. Just a few minutes on each of these can totally change the trajectory of your entire day. Let's zoom in on just one of these for a second, the V for visualization. The power of this is, it's almost unbelievable, but it is backed by some serious science. A perfect example of this is the famous piano player study.
So in this study, they had one group of people physically practice a piano piece every day, but a second group, they just sat there and mentally rehearsed it. They just imagined themselves playing it perfectly. The results were mind-blowing. After a few months, the brain growth, the new neural connections in both groups was nearly identical. Think about that. Your mind's eye can literally build your brain.
But look, strengthening your CEO brain isn't just a one-and-done morning thing. To really make a lasting change, you've got to find little ways to train it all throughout your day. And one of the coolest ways to do this is with something called neurobics. It's exactly what it sounds like, aerobics for your neurons. These are just simple, little sensory challenges that are designed to break your daily monotony and force your brain to create brand new connections. And the best part is, you don't need any special equipment for this. Seriously, try brushing your teeth with your other hand tomorrow morning, or take a completely different route to work. Even just moving your trash can to the other side of your desk forces your brain to snap out of autopilot. That's brain training. Now, beyond just your physical habits, you can actually train your brain's electrical activity, your brain waves. Specifically, you want to train your alpha waves. Think of alpha as that sweet spot, that state of calm, focused creativity. It's the ideal operating state for your CEO brain. And again, this is way easier than it sounds. You want to know the simplest way to build alpha waves? Just sit with your eyes closed for 5 minutes. That's it. You don't have to meditate or chant. Just closing your eyes tells your brain to shift gears. Another amazing way is grounding, just walking barefoot on grass or sand. It's been proven to calm your nervous system and give those alpha waves a serious boost.
So let's bring it all the way back to where we started. If it's not a different kind of brain that separates billionaires and high achievers from everyone else, what is the real secret?
Well, by now you've probably figured it out. Success isn't about being gifted some special piece of hardware when you're born. It's about becoming the master of the absolutely incredible, powerful brain that you already have. The bottom line is this. Peak performers have the exact same internal battle between the scanner and the CEO that we all do. The only difference is they intentionally and consistently train their CEO brain, their prefrontal cortex, to be the one in charge. They don't let the anxious scanner run the show. Look, you have a limitless potential. The hardware is already there. It's just waiting for your instructions. So the only real question left is, what are you going to command your brain to do today?